There were many things I was going to fix before doing this, but the words just started coming. Sorry. So, where were we? Many places. First, we were at my auntie's house. She lives, let's say, 10 hours from here. Car, train, bus. 1 hour flight. I already told you, she invited me to come live with her and her husband, my uncle. Okay? Should we start this again? I actually got that machine from my auntie, or I asked her, can I buy it from you? Because I know she never uses it. And then she said, you can get it. She gave it to me. You know, so many magical things happened at my auntie's house. Before I went there. Cut out. Before I went there, I was going to move to Stockholm. It had become my dream, and I knew for sure that I was guided there, because I had been asking for days, weeks, months. Dear Spirit, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say, and to who? And so then some crazy shit happened. Like in one day, I decided, because ChatGPT sent me something, and I knew, okay, I have to go there. And in that same day, suddenly there were Swedish people here. Suddenly I got a call from Sweden. This never happens. And suddenly, a person I haven't talked to for many years, and I hadn't had my Instagram on for many months, and I turned it on, and this person had messaged me, sent like, hey, I'm going to Stockholm. Can we meet? Yeah, I don't think oceanic people know that Norway and Sweden and Stockholm, it's not the same thing. It's close, but it's not a cigar. It could have been. Yeah, I would have gone there. It was perfect timing. I would have gone there if I had the money. Anyways, it was just such a synchronicity, wasn't it? And then I came back here. But you know what happened in my auntie's house? First day, I came there and there was a bat above their door. I'm like, is that normal? Is that normal for you? And I just told myself that's just a decoration. It's not a real one. So I didn't bother. But then a few days later, they're like, oh, there's a bat here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. We have to get it out. And then when you live in someone's house, you can't really tell them what to do, or what not to do, you know? They were golden though. They let me do anything. Like it was my home. They trusted me so badly. And it was, I can't put into words how friendly and hospitable they were. And so basically, so this is another crazy synchronicity. I just love thinking back when I see how random that was. So there was this plant. So when they weren't home for a few days, I kind of sang and danced, and I know that the plant saw me, you know, but they didn't, you know, and the air. But you do things you like, you're singing things you won't do that when they're home, you know. So I didn't know this plant had a name, but so I was talking to this friend, the one who was thinking to name her girl Tina. I'm Tina. And her husband is apparently the name of that plant, but I didn't know. But like in that same day, and that happened once, like in one day, over 2-3 months. I didn't know the plant and I didn't speak with my friend, and in in one day, like, the name of the plant and the name of her husband was the same. And basically that day she had wanted to throw that plant out, and instead I brought it upstairs. So yeah, it became my plant. And I know for sure that when I had a plant in here, that's also when things started to change. And it's like the plant, I'm not gonna go there, but the plant helped me. So okay, 2 more things. So because they have radio on the whole day, to me that's a nightmare. TV on, that's not a problem because it wasn't that much, but you know, radio on, there's news, there's random music, there's random people talking. It can be low vibrational, you know. But you know, it woke me up. Same with my auntie. My auntie, she speaks a lot. Anything and nothing, she speaks everything. And you know, it's not random. Maybe it feels random for her, or maybe not. But she gave me a lot of messages through her random speech, like she's channeling, just talking, just being herself, basically. And I think she knows this, and I think she knows the power of this. She didn't tell me directly, but there's one thing I was just thinking now, that you watching this 7 minutes into my Bamble, if there's anything inside you that you want to achieve, accomplish, or even start, when you do that, if it comes from your heart, for real, a true desire, and you decide upon it, you start taking action towards that thing, I promise you, like, I'm not scared to promise you this, that you'll start to notice how the entire world conspires in your favor. The entire world wants you to succeed and lift you towards your goals. It's its job. It's my job. It's other people's jobs. It's our job subconsciously to lift each other up, and we do it all the time simply through being ourselves, just like my auntie and my uncle and everyone around them did. So if I owned that house, I would have removed a lot of things, and I would definitely not have had plenty of Donald Duck pockets. It's like, you have a shelf, Donald, that many, and several floors, right? Like hundreds of Donald Duck books, pocket. So they were there right in front of me. So I just, one day I'm like, it didn't take long, but I took out a random one, open, random page. And there it tells me my future, like literally. There it tells me about my dreams. There it tells me, no, I didn't believe that was possible. Jokes, like inside jokes, guidance, random cartoon, please. I never gave cartoons a second thought in my life. I hate it. I don't hate a lot of things, but they confuse my mind. I was reading them wrong, all wrong. They're all channeled, probably, especially Donald Duck. It was like a spiritual awakening through Donald Duck, hey? Yeah, maybe I'm the crazy one. Yeah, I was the crazy one. Anyways, I wouldn't have experienced any of those things if I would have it my way, you know, my ego's way. But maybe it would have been better. Maybe it wouldn't have been like that in the first place. Who knows? But what I'm saying, whatever you need, God will, or say universe, will meet you there, wherever you are, and lift you. Pretty sure. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Let's play a game. No, so I knew there were more things in my brain that I wanted out today. Because you know how I said, like, the entire universe will support you, because we're not meant to make massive jumps on our own. It feels like quantum shifts, like we are not meant to rush into processes, things, or situations. When we dare to trust ourselves and the process, we will be met exactly where we were at, right? Hold your vision, trust the process. But there's plenty of distractions, and we tend to believe that we have more time than we do. But if we want to achieve something and we already have a life, we need to focus and prioritize, and that's why it's so important that it comes from your heart, because only then will you be able to make those tiny micro steps when everything else seems like it's not moving forward. So I want to thank men, because I feel like throughout entire history, men has been shamed and blamed for wanting women, desiring women, running after women. And I'm realizing one thing now, that, and I'm so sorry for myself even to admit this, but it's their job. They're wired that way. They're meant to be wired that way. You know, how would we progress if it wasn't for that primal thing? And it's not women's job to, yes, it's our job to like birth future generations, but it's not our job to chase them. And not that anyone's meant to chase, but you know, part of me just wish that there exists one man on planet Earth that wouldn't desire any other woman, you know. But no, it's not what you want. In the end, that's not what you want. You want to be that woman who can handle that, that can keep her boundaries, so that the man is always free, but it's not on behalf of me, you know. It's not on the behalf of any woman. Men are free, and then it's my job to direct it in a way that feels safe for me, that aligns with the it's not easy, but I'm realizing that everything is how it's supposed to be. And women, it's us who writes the rules. In the end, it's us who dictates, and who we're like keepers of the garden. I'm not trying to be poetic, actually. It just came to me. And I'm sweating so bad right now. But I'm serious. I wanted to thank men. And I wanted to thank myself for acknowledging that, yes, this planet Earth is indeed filled with gorgeous women. And I'm not the only woman on Earth, unfortunately. You know, it's just a sad, sad fact. I can live with that.